On the afternoon of November 8th, Augusta University and Barton College met in the second game of the 2019-2020 season as part of the 45-second Classic hosted by Barton. AU trailed at 42-40 at the break. In the second half, Augusta's hot shooting, including 6 made threes overall, helped the Jaguars win for the first time of the season, 88-85. Welcome inside the Christenberry Fieldhouse on this Saturday afternoon in Augusta, Georgia for continuing coverage of Jaguars basketball. This afternoon, it's the rematch as the 3-2 Augusta University Jaguars host 3-4 by Barton College. And we welcome you in, everyone. You are in the place to be as the lineups are being set. Augusta and Barton, second time. I'm the Mac Daddy, Charles McNeil. My broadcast partner is the one and only Ricky Moore. And Rick, as you prepare for this game today, Augusta, coming off their victory, needs another win this week.
Yes, definitely. I think Coach, he probably had some keys for this game, and after the last time they played him, I'm sure, it was a high-scoring game, 88-85, and I know Coach Dip is more of a defensive-minded coach, and he want to limit the number of possessions that they have on the offensive end by playing inside and out. So I think, throughout practice, I think he's really focused on that, and I know he's going to be playing, he's going to have just 5 starters, and then he's going to rotate 5 guys in. As they get into conference play, he wants to see who's ready to play, basically. As a coach, you want to know who's ready to be productive for you. So I think that's what he's going to do today.
Look forward to seeing exactly that. The lineups are set. We're just waiting for the official clock to be set, and we'll have basketball coming your way. It's Leaf Lenore set to tip it off, along with Miguel Arnold. You've got, joining them is Tyree Myers, Troy Cracknell, and the 5th man on the floor is Rafael Montero. And the tip is controlled by Augusta, clad in their white uniforms with the blue trim, and it's Myers with control.
Yeah, I think Barton has come out in a 1-3-1, and that's going to allow for the dribble penetration. They get the offensive rebound. And like I said, Augusta's going to try to play inside out, so they're going to look to get the ball inside. It may be a little tough against the 1-3-1 zone, but I think Coach is going to, make sure that he's going to strategize and try to get a post touch before they shoot it on the outside.
Nearly a steal. Cracknell, top of the circle for 3. Yes.
It goes down. That looked good. It was good ball movement. Augusta, they're averaging 19 assists a game, so that was good to see early in the ball game. And pushing in transition right now. Trying to get his guys organized. I think Barton's caught in a little confusion with this zone. Seems like they're playing like a 1-3-1 zone, and then they're following the cutters as they cut through.
Montero. Rafael Montero, 6'4" senior, Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Got an inside touch. He took his time down in the post, went over that left shoulder with that right-hand hook.
Right back the other way. Scoring the basket is number 40. That's Isaiah Buck Loban.
Barton came right down and scored real quick. Now they're asserting a full-court press, applying some pressure to Augusta State. Let's see what we have here. As I said, Augusta's trying to, it was nearly a steal. Pull up for the 3, that was great footwork, 1-2. And I'm sure that's what his coaches are telling him. Step into that shot.
Turnaround jump shot is knocked down. Good turnaround shot by Rafael Montero. He's 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and Augusta leads at 7-2.
Yeah, they're going inside to Montero. He's surely a weapon for him.
Acrobatic move right there, Rick, is dropping that one home. Number 15, that's David Campbell.
And I know Coach Dipp will not be happy about that. It's one pass, dribble drive. They're trying to space the floor, go into an isolation. You got to contain the dribble. It was a nice end one.
Let's take a look at your keys to victory.
The keys for Augusta State, they have to, like I said, defensively, they want to slow Barton down. They definitely do not want to get in an up and down game, and I think that's what Barton is trying to do by applying the pressure. But Augusta needs to get the ball inside, take their time. As I was saying, they need to throw the ball inside, take your time, and play inside out. I think that's where they're going to be most productive. If they get some paint touches, Monteiro, he's done a great job when they throw it inside, and they've been patient. They've been able to score. But now is on time for them to play some good defense.
Augusta coming off the victory against Benedict earlier this week. Off-balance shot put up there by Buck Lohman, rebounded by Augusta. And here they come, looking to add to their three-point advantage. Myers all the way to the well, and he was hammered.
Yeah, Myers had put on a hesitation dribble at the top of the key. He was able to get into the paint and draw the foul. Let's see if Augusta executes on the out-of-bounds play. It looks like Barton is still running a zone on the inbounds. Let's see.
Miguel Arnold, who had 18 points in that first contest, as did Montero, who has his first miss, but there's Cracknell on the glass.
Again, Augusta with great ball movement. They passed the ball around, swung it, was able to get an offensive rebound and finish that play.
Augusta in a man-to-man.
Good defense by Montero. Great defense, nice contest by Myers. You got to finish that possession by boxing out.
The freshman out-battled in the post. Number 34, Blake Burdak.
It looks like Barton's trying to go on the inside as well. He went into Burdak and couldn't finish.
Myers on the left wing, Cracknell already has a three ball. And here's another opportunity from deep. Halfway down, it pops out. They rebound it.
Barton's pushing in transition. I know they really want to play fast. They look on the inside.
Turning and facing and dropping it like it's hot. That's number 10, Isaiah Reddish.
That was a nice move by Reddish. And applying pressure, forced a turnover. Reddish with a floater.
Reddish, the leading scorer, averaging 18 points, and the leading rebounder, averaging 8 rebounds a contest.
That was a nice look on the inside. Nice cut by Reddish. Way to show patience in the post. Nice fadeaway. Great move.
He has a good mid-range as well as a distant shooter. Has 5 three-point attempts a game.
I think with Barton, they understand after that last game, they have to speed the game up to have an opportunity. I think they know Augusta wants to slow it down, limit their possessions, and they're doing a great job. They forced a couple turnovers here early in the game. I think they just have to make sure they keep applying that pressure if they want to stay in the game, make it a tough contested game. And Augusta on the other side of the basketball, they have to, look on the inside. They've done a good job of going down to Monteiro for some scores, but slow the game down, look on the inside, and they've done a great job of moving the basketball.
Augusta, who averages 82.8 points a game, so 83 a game, while yielding 81 to their opponents. On the other side, you've got this team from Barton. They're averaging 80.9 a game, so 81 points, while yielding 88 to their opponents.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, Augusta's scoring at a high clip. They averaging 80, almost 83 points a game. That's I don't know, down the line if coach really wants, them to score that many points. I think he wants to, he'll be the team will be much more effective if it's a low-scoring game and low-possession game.
After the media timeout, a fresh crew comes in for Augusta and immediately paying dividends.
Yeah, Lucas White, they're attacking on the offensive end. Barton applied pressure, but that gives you on the offensive end, some daylight. He caught the ball out on the wing, attacked the basket. Burdak tried to come in and jump straight up vertical, but the ref still called that foul. So Augusta did a great job of showing some poise on that press break.
The new 5 on the floor for Augusta include Darren Lucas White, that you just mentioned, the sophomore. Conventional three-point play. Tyshawn Crawford inside, the transfer from Georgia Southern.
Yeah, Crawford's a big body. After watching some tape, I think if he establishes better post position. See where he caught the ball off the block. He needs to walk his guy inside the paint and catches. That's what a big fella needs to do. It's a great score by Lucas White. This is the second foul. I say, Coach Dip, he's going to rotate him in. He's going to rotate 5 guys in and see who's ready to play today.
Did that against Benedict in the contest we brought you earlier this week, and it worked to success. 6 points is the total that he wants each one of the squads to try to limit their opponents to before the new team comes in. Quite a philosophy there, Rick.
Oh yeah, you got to have some trust in your guys, and I'm sure he does.
So there's a turnover. He didn't like that. Driving to the lane, the leading scorer, and he got whacked by Crawford, according to the striped shirts.
Yeah, with Crawford, he can't get the cheap fouls if he wants to stay in the game and play.
Lucas White.
Yeah, that was a great move by Lucas White. Off the glass, high off the glass, soft off the glass. I think the second unit, I know on the offensive end, I could say when they come in the game, they're not really thinking. They're being aggressive, and I think that's what Coach Dip wants today.
Finishing off that second unit is Robert Barloon from Finland. The guy who played part of the third unit was Gabriel Mahler. He's out there early, had a solid game at Benedict. And the fourth man is Sean Moss, who got off to a fast start the last contest.
Yeah, these guys are coming in. They're playing aggressive and looking inside. Good defense by Barton.
Mahler tried to find the big guy down low. Ball deflected out of bounds to remain Augusta basketball.
And they're trying to establish that post position and look inside, and that's the way they have to play to be effective in this game.
Offensive foul is registered. This one will go against Lucas White.
Yeah, I think they gave Lucas White that foul. He was moving on the screen. You have to jump, stop, and set your feet on that screen. As you see, as he's going for this dribble handoff, I think he moved. He has to just jump, stop, and hand the ball off. Can't move.
Bank shot off the window, knocking that in. That's Reddish, his second field goal.
That's Reddish again. He's scoring often and early this game. He's being aggressive. Looks like he's getting to be very comfortable out there.
There's a steal by Reddish. Isaiah Reddish.
Reddish again on the basket. I think his confidence on the defensive end is growing. He's in the passing lanes. He's playing hard. I think all of the guys are getting up and pressuring the basketball. This second unit for Augusta, they're going to have to show some patience and poise here, because I'm sure Coach Dip is going to bring that 5 back in.
They may come in right there, because that's 6 points scored.
Yeah, I can see those guys getting up, heading to the scores table now. Barton's back in. It's a 1-point lead.
Michael Boykin. And there's Tyshawn Crawford saying hello.
And that's the post catch I was saying. If he catches the ball near the basket or in the paint area, it's going to be hard to stop him. But when he gets outside of the block, he's doing himself a disservice.
3 ball.
The 3 ball by Barton. Barton doesn't waste much time coming down in transition.
I know you'd have probably thrived in that offense.
Oh, yeah. You get an open look, you're pushing the basketball. If you have an open look, I'm sure their coach is telling them to shoot it.
That was Buck Lohman again. Right back, Sean Moss from deep. Front iron no good, kept alive to Crawford. Lefty layup, up no good, but a whistle.
Yeah, they
a foul.
On that offensive possession, they threw it inside. Crawford, and he threw it back out for a 3-point shot. Here's the post up, deep post up in the paint. It's going to be hard to stop him. Great finish by the big fella.
He's at the line.
Yeah, Crawford got the offensive rebound. I think if he stays out of foul trouble, runs the court hard and post up hard in the paint, he'll be successful.
First time at the line this season for Crawford.
He has good rotation on his shot. He has to stay on the line, hold his follow through, and finish his shot. Augusta in a man-to-man defense. Great contest, but it's a better shot.
Buck Lohman again. He's got 7.
Buck
Lead all
Lohman.
scores in this contest.
Buck Lohman caught it right around the free throw area. It looked like he feels very comfortable at that area.
Augusta trailing for the first time, 18-16. Lead as big as 7. There's another steal.
Yeah, I think the zone from Barton is causing Augusta some problems. They're throwing it inside, but then Barton's getting deflections and steals.
Boykin, who averages 17 points a game, is on the board. Second leading scorer.
I see Barton applying more pressure. They want to speed this ball game up. Great pass. Nice.
And the reverse by Rafael Montero. He's got 3 field goals, Rick, 6 points in the game.
Yeah, they're going inside to Montero. He just has to take his time.
Fall away 3-pointer by Boykin.
Yeah.
They're really getting up and down the floor.
Oh yeah, Barton's trying to keep this game at a fast pace. Barton got a hand on it, tipped it at the top of the backboard. Augusta does a great job of swinging the basketball into dribble penetration. Excellent feed down to Montero with a reverse layup. That was a great finish. He just has a knack of where to be on the offensive end. He knows how to score. Barton, a great dribble penetration out to a 3. Buck Lohman again on the 3-point shot.
You talked about that yesterday during our high school broadcast. You love that dribble penetration in the kick.
Oh yeah, that tells me guys know how to play the game. Great screen outside, and they're just attacking. Barton's relentless, just attacking the paint. And they know they have to play fast today. That was a great crossover. We call that the snake dribble into a pass. Reddish dribble to the basket, attack the basket. And big fella, he doesn't want to get any fouls, so he kind of shied away. After this timeout, let's see what Augusta's gonna try to do against this zone. I think they're having a little trouble against the zone. They're throwing the ball inside. They're doing what coach wants, but they have to take care of the ball. It's too many deflections that Barton's getting their hands on the ball. So let's see what they do when they come out of this timeout.
So the original starters are back on the floor. Myers, Arnold, Cracknell, Montero, and Flanor.
Barton showing the zone again. I think they've been successful, so they won't get out of this zone.
For Barton, Jason Robinson is on the floor for the first time, as is number 22, Kobe Baird.
Excellent out-of-bounds play after a timeout.
Montero with the hoop.
Like Barton's going into their dribble drive, trying to space the floor and attack one-on-one dribble penetration. Augusta did an excellent job.
Arnold caught out of bounds.
Arnold played great defense and then jumped out of bounds and tried to jump back in.
Got to establish yourself in bounds before you can touch the basketball. Launching another outside jump shot.
Well, they got lucky that time. Cracknell went underneath the screen, which opened up for a free jump shot.
Montero misfired. Buck Lohman. Robinson.
Yeah, it seems like Barton's now is they kind of slowed it down. They're trying to go dribble drive. They're setting some high ball screens and then attacking off those ball screens. Augusta's doing a good job on the defensive end.
Shot clock actually got down to 11 for the first time in a while. Bullet pass down low to Flanor. Gives it up to Montero, and he lost the basketball.
You have to finish. You catch the ball in the paint, you can't bring it down. You got to chin it and go straight up.
But Lohman misfires.
Barton didn't waste any time at taking a quick shot on that possession.
Cracknell, Myers, Arnold.
Augusta swinging the basketball. And now I'm sure they're going to be looking for a post touch.
Lost a shoe. Cracknell misfired.
And Montanero, he's in trying to offensive rebound. It's an excellent out of bounds play coming out of the timeout. A couple crisscross action and got him confused on that play, and Montanero was able to finish that basket with a layup. Great drawn up play by coach. Another great out of bounds play.
Miguel Arnold wide open three, couldn't knock it down.
And see how long Barton takes off the shot clock this possession. It was a late call. Barton's going in for this dribble drive penetration. They're trying to couple dribble handoffs, and then they're able to drive the basketball. I guess they're trying to get someone in one-on-one defense, and then they're able to beat him off the drive. Here we go.
Lefty layup. They say no basket. That's a charge.
It was a nice move by Reddish, but he has to come to a jump stop when he gets into the paint. Here we go again. Nice. He comes off a curl. Now he's attacking the paint. He left his feet, and he was able Cracknell was able to draw that charge. But what Reddish has to do is when he gets in the paint, he has to either take a pull-up jump shot or a floater, but he has to go off 2 feet. You have to play off 2 feet. Barton applying more pressure.
Cracknell aggressively to the basket, was fouled. 16 fouls, so one more, they'll be over the limit.
Yeah, I think with Barton, they understand they have to continue with this pressure that forced a lot of turnovers in this game. And they've been really good in their zone defense.
Miguel Arnold, the trigger man to Myers. Cracknell. Defense now extended a little bit, Rick.
Oh yeah, Augusta has to move it.
Cracknell with the acrobatic move.
And I was just about to say they have to move it with the pass, but Cracknell was able to penetrate, found a gap in the defense, and he was able to finish.
He's got 7. Leading scorer for Augusta is Montero with 8. Loose ball rebound by Montero to Arnold. He has 1 shot attempt according to my numbers.
Yeah, he's moving. I think the zone.
He was open momentarily, but Montero turned and faced and found one.
They're finding the cracks in the zone. If they continue to do this, they'll be successful. Off dribble penetration.
Arnold and Montero each had 18 points, and Tyree Myers had a big 17, his season high, in that first meeting between these two. That to be countered by Reddish, who had 23, and Boykin, number 4, had 12. Burdak with 11, so 3 double-digit scores in the starting unit. They had 2 more that went double figures. That's Barton and David Campbell, as well as Jeff Gordon off the bench with double figures.
Arnold came off the screen, off the high ball screen, and found Cracknell in the corner. And he was able to penetrate. Here's Montanero. I thought that was a foul, but he was able to jump stop. That's what I was saying. You jump stop in the lane, you give yourself some options. Either you can shoot it, make a pass, but you're not going to be called for a charge. Did a great job of coming to a jump stop to finish on that basket.
So we got a timeout on the floor with Augusta back in front by 1. And this is continuing coverage of Augusta University basketball, the men's side, as they'll be back in action. And of course, we'll always have it for you. Augusta's next contest is this Thursday at 11 a.m. Special time right here on SUVtv, as they'll take on Emmanuel College. As for Barton, their next meeting will be against Limestone. They'll be at home in Wilson, North Carolina, Tuesday night. So upcoming events and games for these two teams as they get closer and closer to their conference schedules.
It seems like we're headed to a hard-fought game again, like we had in the first game. Very close game. I think, they're very familiar with each other after playing that first game. So I think these guys, it's going to be a close game, down the stretch.
88-85 was the final when they met just a few weeks ago.
Barton's taking it out underneath. Unforced turnover. Caught it on the block.
The loss that Barton suffered to Augusta. They get it down low to Flanor. He got it rejected into the hands of Montero. Montero. You got me saying it.
Montero. It seems like I'm calling his name every possession. They're going inside, and he's making great plays. He's very patient down in the post. He does a great job, and I know Coach has a lot of confidence that he'll make the right play.
That senior leadership there.
Yes, definitely.
Of course, part of the championship team from a year ago.
Augusta's playing great defense. Oh.
As is all these gentlemen on the floor, with the exception of Flanor, who went to the same high school as Miguel Arnold, South Miami High.
Yeah, I think they did everything right on that possession. They just fouled at the end of the shot clock.
And you as a coach, is that something you're encouraged by or discouraged by because of the foul late in the shot clock?
Well, you're discouraged because you want to play great defense, of course, but when a guy goes up to shoot, we always would say we want a late contest. So it may be, when he goes up to shoot and he comes down, you just have a hand up. Don't leave your feet. So stay on your feet on the defensive end because you don't want to give him a cheap foul. Just want to make the shot as tough as possible for the offensive player.
Reddish at the line.
Reddish has been very active in the first half of this game. He really knows how to play, knows how to score the basketball. Barton again, they're going to apply some pressure. This time it looked like it's man-to-man pressure. They've taken off their 2-2-1 press.
First tie in this ball game since it was 0-0. Turnaround jump shot is up and down by Flanor.
Flanor, that was a sweet move. He caught it in the post, turnaround jump shot, took his time, and was able to knock that down.
That last basket meant 6 points were scored by Barton, so the second unit set to come on the floor is another jump shot in the air. Front iron no good. Montero with the rebound.
Montero, again, we're calling his name once again.
Nice pass down low for the flush.
That was a sweet dribble penetration. I thought that the defense might have deflected the basketball, but he was able to gather and go up with a dunk. Quick shot.
Buck Lohman got off to a fast start with 7 points, missed his last 3 opportunities. Here it is again, Rick.
It is. Nice dribble penetration. That went, I thought Reddish had that steal, but it went right through his hands, and we were able to finish that with a dunk. Flanor with a nice dunk on that play. A lot of times when someone deflects that basketball, it would go right through a big guy's hands. Flanor was able to concentrate. Yeah, that was Malloy going on the dribble penetration. And I tell the guys, you have to play off 2 feet. Once you leave your feet, it's so easy for the defense to step in for a charge. And he was set, he was there for about 2 seconds. You have to come to a jump stop, sorry.
He did that outside the restricted area. So Mahler picking up the offensive foul.
I think Barton's goal is to shoot it with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They're playing very fast. As Augusta and floppy action. Big fella cannot catch the ball that far out on the floor. I know that's driving Coach crazy. He has to And I keep saying it, you have to have paint touches. You see how far he is out on the floor. You have to have at least 8 foot in the paint when he catches. So it goes right over his left or his right shoulder for a hook shot.
Buck Loman working against Crawford, who rejects it. And back comes Augusta. They got a break. Moss outside. Lucas White. Barloon is posted up on a smaller man. They want to get it to him.
They're looking inside. See if they show some patience. Nice jump stop.
There's collision in the post. Fouls committed by Barloon. I stand corrected. That is by Buck Loman. That's his second.
Yeah, when Crawford's in the paint, it's hard, for most of these guys to match up with him because of his size. So they ended up getting a cheap foul there. Let's see if he can execute these free throws. He has a nice touch. He went to the line early. He has a nice touch. He just has to stay on the line and follow through.
Front iron, no good on the 1-and-1. 0 for 3 at the start of this one.
Barton's running a high pick and roll. They're trying to get Crawford out on the floor, out on the perimeter, bring him away from the basket.
Taking it to the rack and then throwing it away. Here comes Lucas White. One-on-one to the rack with the left hand, got hammered.
That was way to attack the basket, though. He saw that there was 2-on-1, and then he put on this burst of speed to try to get to the basket. And the only option for Barton was to give up a foul. Lucas White, since he's been in the game, he's been very active. Even when he came out the first time on the floor, he's playing really aggressive.
Got off to a slow start against Benedict earlier this week, but caught fire down the stretch. Helped to carry Augusta to the victory.
Barton's making some subs. After his free throw, let's see what Augusta falls back in the defensive end. They're going man to man here. Barton's moving the basketball around this possession. That was great defense. Now in transition, Augusta. Let's see if they try to throw it back in there on the inside.
Crawford turns and faces. Jump hook, just a little strong.
Didn't go down for him, but that's the move I know Coach wants him to make. Once he caught the ball that low on the post, going right over that right shoulder with that left hand hook. It's a great move.
Jamar Hudson couldn't make it work.
Seems like Barton's going with that dribble drive, trying to get paint touches, and it just didn't fall for him that time, but they got the shot that they wanted.
They throw it up high. Crawford has it. Pump fakes.
Yeah, that's tough. When Crawford catches it right under the basket, that's a tough assignment for a defensive player. We were fighting. He's three-quarter fronting, threw it right over top. I mean, once he catches it, there's not much you can do but give up a foul. Yeah, I think Augusta's doing a great job of looking in on the inside. When he's in the game, he has a very good skill set. He has good hands. He catches the ball, very good footwork. He takes his time. He can be really effective. The only issue that he has is when he catches the ball outside the block or outside the paint, and then that makes it a lot tougher for him.
He's moving a lot quicker as Crawford, and maybe you've seen in the past as he continues to develop chemistry with his teammates and trust as a big guy in the post.
Yeah, that is. You see he blocks that shot basically on his feet, hands straight up. He didn't get a cheap foul. That was a great defensive play by Crawford.
left to play in the first half. Augusta with a 6-point advantage, their largest lead was 7.
Yeah, it's Augusta's starting to pull away here. They've been a lot more effective throwing the ball in the paint, and then they've taken care of the basketball.
Crawford misfired.
I didn't give Madison a heads up, so if you want to let her go right before you come up.
Here we go with Barton setting these ball screens out top. Now they're working the basketball around. Let's see if they go into a dribble drive.
Rejected by Crawford.
Crawford's a really good shot blocker. He was able to help on the defensive end and great moving his feet. He was able to stop the basketball. He gave his teammates some help, and then he was able to get back and block that shot.
Yeah. Matt Elmore got his shot rejected. Lucas White. Moss.
That's a nice showing some patience on the offensive end.
Tried the backdoor pass and it's stolen away.
Thought there for a second that Barton kicked the basketball, but apparently the ref didn't see that one.
Wing jump shot knocked out of bounds off Crawford. Marloon will check out, and in to replace him is Jack Johnson.
Yeah, I think Burdak knows he has his hands full with Crawford on the inside. They continue trying to set high ball screens to bring Crawford out to have to guard on the perimeter. Big guy moved his feet really well then.
Perimeter jump shot. Long rebound. Burdick dumps it down low, rejected again. Crawford. But a foul is registered. Let's see if he got all of it.
Yeah, let's see if he got that block clean. I know somebody lost track of who they were guarding, and he tried to help and tried to recover. From the look of it, I think he might have got it. He might have got a little bit of the hand, but
So they say hands part of the ball,
hands
right?
part of the ball.
He got ball first.
Yeah, he definitely got ball first on that possession.
Reddish at the line, 1 of 2.
Barton applying a little bit more ball pressure. See if Augusta goes inside again to Crawford. Yeah, I don't know if that was just a thrown ball out of bounds or if he got held. We go Barton down, coming down the offensive end. They've been trying to get the ball inside as well, and they've been running some high ball screen. Augusta goes zone this possession. That's a great zone play.
Reddish found the opening and dropped it in for his 4th field goal. He's got 10 now to lead Barton in scoring.
Yeah, they put the low guy in the 2-3 zone in a tough position because the guy went out to the corner.
Crawford,
great,
rolling to the hole.
Great move. Caught it outside that time, faced up, and then he beat his guy off the dribble.
Crawford's got 4. I think he's got 4 blocks.
Augustus went to the 2-3 zone.
Crawford staying on his feet.
Almost a turnover there. Barton was able to recover.
Great anticipation by Lucas White with the steal.
Pushing in transition. Let's see if they pull it out or they take a quick shot.
Mahler drops it off to Jack Johnson. Lays it off the window.
That was a nice possession for Augusta. After that steal, he came down, moved the basketball and then had some dribble penetration. Nice feed in the paint.
Johnson, a sophomore from Ponte Vedra, Florida. Right back the other way, Burdak.
Burdak again, catch around the free throw line. Shows some patience.
He's had a lot of touches there. That's his first field goal.
Oh yeah, once he catches in the free throw area, he doesn't panic.
He's got that same patience that Montero has.
Oh yeah, those guys when they catch it down in the paint, they're reading the defense. That time nobody, came up on him, so he just took his time and shot. Here's the dribble penetration. Reddish gamble, and Johnson attacked the basket. Here's Barton on the offensive end. He was able to find the gap. Nice kick to Burdak for that short jump shot.
Lenore out to Arnold for three. Just off the bench, the starting unit, as we wind down the final seconds of the first half.
That was a great rebound by Montero.
Montero just going to hold on to it. As you can see, the head coach, Demetrius, not a happy camper. He's sitting his act as he shows you demonstratively.
The ref really enjoyed that. I guess he just wanted to show him what they were doing to his guy.
Let's see if he's actually there.
No, we don't want to see the play. We want to see coach. That's my new dance move now.
Yeah. You got to coin that the dip.
Yeah, that was
I dip, you dip, we dip.
Many contributors. This will take a second. We'll about to point me in a second. Okay, Coach, you talked about the defense, wanting to see improvement there, and wanting to control the tempo through post play, getting it inside. Are you pleased?
Yeah, they came out and ran a little matchup zone against us, really stagnant. Then we were getting the ball and we got to make some free throws. We played inside out. We missed a couple of them. And defensively, we got hurt by our turnovers. If we didn't turn the ball over, we wouldn't give up 30 points. So we had uncharacteristic turnovers. Rob had 3. So we just got to get better, play this second half better, and keep playing through things.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
There you have it.
Thanks, guys. We'll send it back to you now.
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate that. Of course, that is Chad Cook, my normal broadcast partner. He is down on the court covering this event for AUGBBall. As always, the most comprehensive coverage of local sports in the CSRA comes from AUGBBall. And from national sports, it's SUVtv, where we're bringing you this one from the Christenberry Fieldhouse on a Saturday afternoon. Rick, you've got to be impressed before we send it to our halftime break by the play of Augusta and that lineup and the configuration that they use, where they bring guys in and out based on 6-point scoring. The starting unit only played 3 times. The backup unit played twice, but they have the most of the, I would dare say, most of the minutes went to the backups, including Tyshawn Crawford with that jump hook.
Yeah, the second unit, they came in. They started off a little slow, but they were very effective as the game went on. I think what it does is it gives the guys more freedom on the offensive end. That was a great finish. And as you see there with dribble penetration, nice finish, in the paint. Lenore finished that with a emphatic dunk. But I think that's, when you come in with the second unit, usually you tend to come in, you're a little skeptical about making plays. And I think Coach Dip takes that all out, because what he's saying is to focus on the defensive end. If you give up 6 points, you're coming out of the game. So on the offensive end, you have the freedom to make plays, and I think those guys, they feel comfortable going to make a play, and if they make a mistake, they don't have to worry about it, look over to the bench to the coach. So I think, with having that freedom on the offensive end, you're able to make plays, you're able to be yourself. That's the reason he recruited you to be in his, on his team. And on the defensive end, it's plain and simple, black and white. You allow 6 points, you're coming out of the game.
That's right. And with that, they've got 30 points on the board. The starters with 34 for the Augusta unit with 34 overall, and a 4-point lead at halftime, and a very competitive first half of basketball. We'll come back with statistics from this one and a look ahead to the second half. You're watching AUG basketball, Augusta University basketball, Jaguars basketball on SUVtv.
Close to 200 years ago, our foundation was laid in what at the time was a small, sleepy town. What began as a class of 7 students with a singular focus has grown into a body of thousands, pursuing excellence in health sciences, cyber, business, and the humanities. And now, we step into the future as a powerful, unified university with a singular symbol to represent us all. We are Augusta University. We are a family of colleges and institutions and a cutting-edge health system. And we are the heart of our college town. In the community, on the field, the court, and the course. We are the Jaguar Nation, bound by a new tradition and dedicated to making an impact around the world for the next 200 years. This is your university. This is our university. This is Augusta University.
People all the time when I went to college, I went from being an offensive guy to a defensive guy. But that was the only way we were gonna win because Rip wasn't playing no defense. Khalid definitely wasn't playing no defense. That's good, I think. Yeah, it was a. Okay. Right. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, Rip, that's one thing. That dude know how to score coming out on the screen. You can forget about it on defense. Oh yeah. Oh, he putting you to sleep down there because you're gonna be thinking, oh, it's not, it's nothing, it's nothing. Okay. So Reddish had 12 points. Buck low, man.
Welcome back inside the Christenberry Fieldhouse as we get prepared for the second half of play. Run through some numbers for you. Augusta, of course, leading this one by a score of 34-30, as Augusta's largest lead was 7. And for Barton, their largest lead was 5 in this contest. So a seesaw affair among the teams with 3 victories apiece. 3 and 4 Barton and 3 and 2 Augusta. And let's look at some of the numbers. Augusta shot 57% from the field. They were 15 of 26, 1 for 7 from three-point land, 3 for 7 from the line. Augusta was led in scoring by Rafael Montero with 10 points. Helping him out was Troy Bracknell with 7, and Darren Lucas White off the bench with 7. Tyshawn Crawford had 4 points. Lee Fenor, center position, also with 4, and Jack Johnson came off the bench and contributed 2. As for Barton, they shot 30% from the field, 12 of 36. They were 2 for 10 from three-point land and had their difficulties from the free throw line as well. It was Isaiah Reddish with 12 points, Michael Boykin with 5, David Campbell with 4, and Blake Burdak with 2. Isaiah Buck Bowman had 7 points in the ball game. What are some of your thoughts as you examine those numbers and kind of dissect the first half?
I think Augusta stuck to their game plan. They didn't shoot the 3 particularly well. They were, their game plan was to throw the ball inside to the big fellas, score on the inside, get paint touches, and then they had some careless turnovers, in the first half, and they settled down and they were able to play much better as the first half went on. As with Barton, they started out really well. They forced some turnovers, and I think their coach kind of went back to the zone and got out of that pressure later in the first half. But I think they need to continue with the ball pressure. That's how they, got the lead early in the first half. So we'll see what they went in at halftime and spoke about. So it should be an interesting second half.
Yeah, without a doubt. Looking forward to the start of the second half as the fellas will get a chance to get going. As Augusta will be moving to the left of your TV screen.
That was a great play coming out of halftime. They went to some of the same offense they've been running in the first half where they're doing the dribble drive, but then they caught Augusta sleeping on the backdoor cut, and they were able to get an offensive rebound. Burdak with the finish.
Montero in close, got bumped, no call.
Yeah,
inside by Buck Loman.
Once you catch it on the inside, you got to be able to score the basketball down in the paint. He's done a great job today, but just couldn't finish on that possession. Barton's moving the ball, swinging the ball just early in the second half.
Nice drive to the hole in the basket.
Burdak came out 2 straight baskets this half. Gus is going to have to do a better job of finding him on the defensive end and boxing him out.
Getting in the post. Burdak going to finish. Pulling up, free throw jump shot by Myers is short of the mark.
I don't think Coach drew that one up, shooting a contested 2.
One more field goal. The starting unit will have a seat on the bench.
I know they're feeling that pressure. They better get a stop here.
Nice move inside by Reddish.
For Nord, he played good defense, and then he swiped down at the basketball. That was Reddish creating that contact. Defensively, sometimes you feel you're at a disadvantage because the offensive player is creating that contact. You just got to use your body, hold him off, but you can't swipe down at the basketball.
He knocks that one down.
Reddish did a good job of attacking. And it seems like Barton has that mindset coming out of halftime where they're going to play super aggressive. They've been penetrating. It was a great play the coach drew up on that backdoor out. And they've started the second half playing really well.
We've got immediate timeout. It's been all Barton since the start of the second half.
I think Coach made that sub, brought in 5 new guys.
I called immediate timeout. It was more of an official timeout. They brought them in, and some of the high schoolers making their way into the arena.
Barton showing a little pressure.
We've got the 100 Black Men of Augusta. Their Thanksgiving Classic is also going on in this facility. 4 more games coming your way on SUVtv.
Yeah, Barton showing some ball pressure. They're forcing Augusta to make plays. Augusta just has to take their time. They got lucky there. They weren't able to get Barton almost had a turnover. Augusta going with a high pick and roll.
Moss. Side the rim. No good. Crawford to the well.
Yeah, Barton's just playing much more aggressive. We have someone down on the floor. But Barton's playing much more aggressive this half. I think that was Reddish. Might have caught a hip check. Didn't see it coming. Yeah, I do know Barton has that mindset of we have to play fast, we got to get up shots, and we have to play aggressive. Here's Reddish with the dribble handoff. Boykin, that was a great play. Burdak, way to stay in the play. Didn't take off. Didn't think they had a layup. Augusta just has to do a better job of boxing these guys out. There's Reddish again.
Fired.
Burdak again on the offensive rebound. On that dribble penetration, it's really hurting Augusta because someone has to step up, and it should be another guy V'ing down the box out. Somebody's not doing their job. There's a dribble handoff back there. That was a nice play. So here's Barton. Burdak with a shot fake. He's able to, you got to stay on your feet. You got to keep him in front. Burdak's playing much more aggressive this half than he did the first half.
First time at the line for Burdak. He made the first one. We join you live with the second free throw opportunity. He buries that.
Augusta has it figured out on the offensive end. They've been out of sync on the offensive end here in the second half. I think Barton's on that first pass, they're running, jumping. It's causing a lot of problems for Augusta.
Turnover over the hand of Torelli, and thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, well, part of the problem is when whoever makes that pass, that initial pass on offense, you cannot run away from the ball. Now cut. You have to stay right back because you know they're going to trap off that first pass. There's another dribble drive by Barton. I think they're pulling Augusta out further on the floor, and they're trying to take those guys one-on-one.
Barton on an 8-0 run to open up the second half of play. 2.5 minutes in.
That was David Campbell on the drive. Knocks down his first free throw. Augusta has to get down and guard. They have to keep their guy in front. And then when someone steps up to give help, everybody else has to go in and rebound.
They were 4 for 4 at the charity stripe in the first half. Now 6 in a row here in the second. 10-0 run.
That was a better job of Lucas White staying out after that pass. They're making that first initial trap.
Lucas White to the well. Right-hander off the glass, and it's good.
That was silky smooth by White. Showed some poise. He got into the paint. 2 feet jump stop. Was able to finish off the glass.
The sophomore who had 7 points and 4 rebounds in the first half. Ups his tally.
Easy paint touch. Can't allow him to post up that deep in the paint. Crawford has to do a better job.
Moss launching from the left side. No good. Kept alive by Crawford. And out of bounds off the Jaguars.
That was a quick shot. I guess Moss felt that he was open, but that was a quick shot in transition.
Moss got really off to a fast start when he came off the bench in this configuration earlier in the week against Benedict and Augusta's victory. I'm looking for the range from the start of this one.
There's no communication on the defensive end. Barton did a great job of setting the up screen and being able to get another paint touch. Lucas White on the pass, baseline drive.
There's Moss.
Now for Moss, that was a much better shot. You were in rhythm in the Florida offense. Dribble penetration by Lucas White and an open three by Moss.
Just the second made three-pointer for Augusta.
It's Augusta.
Loman.
Yeah, Augusta's just not doing a great job of containing dribble penetration. Barton's getting in the paint at will.
This unit's giving up their 6 points. Starters will be ready to come back in. Crawford outside, extra pass. Lucas White likes to drive. There's a floater, and it's good.
Lucas White is showing me he's going in his bag of tricks. He's getting in the paint and finishing in the paint. That was great defense.
Now his speed and quickness right by his man, but left something behind.
Yeah, he was. I think the refs are allowing him to play. They're not calling some of the fouls. I think they're letting them go up and down a little bit and play physical.
Got it. Media timeout. Before that, let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, Lucas White on the dribble penetration, he was able. That's a tough finish. And two guys contested that shot. He was able to get it up over him off the glass. And here now, dribble penetration. Came to a 2-foot jump stop and found Moss for an open three-point shot. Caught it. Nice rhythm three, and he knocked it down.
Part of the evolution of basketball, Rick, back in the old days. You wouldn't see that diagonal pass cross court on the dribble drive. You'd either bring it back out on your side or go back to the top. But now fellas are going all the way in the well and dropping it out for a long-range shot.
Yeah, for me and some of the teammates that I played for, they go baseline and shooting it.
True that. I know a few of them personally.
Exactly. But no, that's a big thing in the game now. Dribble drive, and you drift to the corner from the wing. And most schools, they work on that every day in practice because that gives your teammate an outlet. When he gets cut off. Because when you're playing against a good defensive team and you beat your guy off the dribble, you're gonna have someone step up to help. So now you have to give your guy an avenue to pass the basketball. And so Moss stepped in and drifted in the corner, was able to shoot that open three.
It's hard to keep the defensive intensity. 5 players working against one unit throughout the entire possession.
Definitely.
Coming out of the timeout, 15 minutes left to go in regulation. And just like the first one, this one is equally exciting up and down the floor. The first matchup happened back in early November, the 9th to be exact, and it was Augusta, their second game of the year, taking on Barton and picking up their first victory, 88-85. Augusta trailed by 2, 42-40, bounced back with a 48-43 run in that second half. In this contest, they led by 4, now trailed by 3 as Buck Loman misfired. That's the first miss at the foul line today.
Yeah, I think the mindset of Barton, I think every play on the floor, they're playing aggressive. And I think once they catch it, they're out on the floor, they're going dribble drive, or they're taking their guy one-on-one, and it just feels like they don't care who's guarding them. They're going to attack the basket.
11 and 12 so far in this game for Barton. Nice drive by Miguel Arnold.
That was a nice drive. He caught it out on the perimeter, felt that he could beat his defensive man, and came to a jump stop to a floater in the paint.
The sophomore from San Juan, Puerto Rico. As that shot rattles off and rebounded by Myers. Breaking out, Cracknell goes in.
Yeah, Augusta seems like they're picking up the pace here. They're getting out in transition and trying to make things happen early in the offense. I think as opposed to what they were doing earlier, throwing and trying to get post touches, I think they've kind of changed that philosophy. When they get a defensive rebound, they want to get it out and get it up the court early.
This group can run for sure. And down to Montero.
They've had some really good out-of-bounds plays, baseline out-of-bounds plays. Coach does a great job of drawing up some great plays for the guys.
Cracknell launching. And this foul.
I think, as I said earlier, the refs were allowing the guys to play But I think a few of these guys, they've gotten away with some fouls, and now the refs have picked it back up. They're starting to call these fouls now.
Jeff Gordon picking up the personal.
Cracknell at the line.
12 of 18 coming into this one, 66.7% free throw shooter, third is the first. First time at the line, he had 7 points, 4 rebounds.
Worley's coming in for Barton. See if Cracknell knocks his second free throw down, and then I want to see what Augusta goes to on the defensive end this possession.
Come out with three-quarter court, man-to-man. Finding the right assignments.
Looks like they picked up the intensity on the defensive end. That's a nice shot by Reddish. That's a tough one. It's not much you can do as a defender when a guy's displaying those kind of moves.
16 points for Reddish. He had 23 in the first meeting. Montero
again on the drive. He just knows how to play the game of basketball.
He's got 12 along with 8 rebounds. And Rick Denlock to 47. Fourth tie in this ball game, Rick.
Yeah, Cracknell applying some pressure here. Augustus picked it up on the defensive end.
Jump shot up, no good by Boykin.
I think the starters, they come in and pick the pace up. Great play by Arnold. Attacked baseline, got his offensive rebound, and went up again and got fouled. It was nice offense. Pass to Montero, give and go. Arnold with the floater. Didn't go down on the first try. He didn't give up and got fouled on his second opportunity.
In the first half, Augusta had 34 points, 13 of those coming off the bench. 21 from the starters, and Arnold in the starting unit at the line, and they knocked down another.
Well, the starters have come back in and picked it up. It seems like the intensity is a lot higher than it has been during the game.
O'Neal Armstrong on the bench with Demetrius.
Arnold with the shooter's roll. Great touch. Augusta showing man-to-man again down at this end of the floor.
So Arnold giving Augusta back the lead.
Now Barton they're setting continuous ball screens, which led to an open three by Worley.
His first field goal. Just over 12 minutes left to go. Right back, Cracknell tried to answer.
Barton on a push and transition. Worley on the dribble penetration, 2 feet in the paint. Nice jump stop, nice finish.
Worley with 5 straight. Did not play in the first half.
That was a great job of dribble penetration, getting in the paint. Got to his spot and he was able to knock it down.
Arnold couldn't get his footwork together to launch that 3.
Yeah, I think he was excited about that opportunity.
Down low to Montero. Myers got the loose ball rebound. There's a whistle and a foul inside.
Augusta's going to the glass, offensive boards. They've got the last couple trips down the court. They've been going to the offensive glass and having second chance opportunities. They're doing a great job.
We've got a media timeout, 11 minutes and 42 seconds. And this last spurt from the starters, and you mentioned that you like their aggressiveness both offensively and defensively.
Yes, I think I sitting on the bench and, coming back into the game, they really played well since they've been back in the game. I think they've just picked the intensity level up and gotten back in the game. And there's Montero, with the dribble drive. But they look like a different team when they come back out on the floor. So hopefully they'll continue to do that And, you know, like you say, when you get the 6 points up, you know where you're going. So it's so hopefully they'll continue to, you know, play good defense and continue to attack on the offensive end. They've been doing a great job of getting second chance opportunities. When a shot doesn't go in, they've been getting the offensive rebound. There's a great dribble penetration, baseline, and Moss with the finish on that three-point shot.
More from the starting unit.
Yeah, they swung it here, and Arnold beats his guy off the dribble. He recognized that he had a bigger guy on him and he couldn't stay in front of him. So he's able to get in the paint and shoot his floater, which I'm sure he works on every day.
Yeah, it's something that's been an addition this season. Arnold's game, of course, he was freshman of the year in the Peach Belt Conference last season.
Yeah, he's playing like a savvy vet. He's not allowing the pressure to bother him. So he's been doing a really good job.
Tyree Myers at the line, the sophomore from Baltimore.
Knocked the first one down.
Got the keys to the car when he joined the program, starting point guard in his freshman campaign.
That's always a good thing when you have the keys to the car. You know, you come in, you're comfortable when you get there. You know your coach has trust and has faith in you. And the only thing for you to do is to go out and play hard.
And when you mention Baltimore guards, you know he's been seasoned.
Oh yeah, he's a tough guard. You know he's coming from Baltimore. He's tough. He's a tough player, and I'm sure that's why coach recruited him. Barton's back with the dribble handoff, and I'm sure they're going dribble drive here at some point.
There it is.
There it is.
The righty layup up no good.
Nice finish.
Again, Barton.
Another offensive rebound. I'm pretty sure that's 3 or 4 this half.
He's got 8 in the half, Rick. He's got 10 in the ball game.
Crawford has to do a better job of boxing him out. You can't lose sight. Verdak's going to attack the glass.
Got 12 in the ball game for Buck Loman.
Great pass.
16 for Reddish to lead the way for the Bulldogs of Barton.
It's a great pass by Crawford. Here's dribble penetration. Once that ball goes up, you see Crawford there looking. I think he got caught in between if I want to block the shot or not. But you have to either go over or stay on Burdick so that you don't allow him to get that offensive rebound. Now they feed it into Crawford. That was a great pass. Way to show some poise. That was a great cut by Lucas White.
Out there along with Arnold as part of the group from the second unit along with Myers.
Barton back into the dribble handoff. It's a lot of movement, a lot of ball movement. It causes a lot of trouble for most defenses. Good rebound by Crawford.
I guess coach is rewarding those he feels played well in this ball game by this group on the floor.
Well, I think this is a pretty good lineup. It's going to be a tough lineup, I think, for Barton.
There's Crawford with the loose ball rebound. Left-handed jump hook.
Great move.
Front iron and rebounded by Barton.
Just have to finish. Augusta's focus should be defending.
There's a block. And they say not a block. Yeah, if it was, let's see, we got officials, they say deflection.
Here's dribble penetration. They can't open the gate.
Deflection, it's Augusta basketball.
As we see, yeah, he got his fingers on it.
They said no. Officials got together and said no. Tyshawn Crawford didn't touch the ball. He just threw it out of bounds. It'll be Augusta basketball. And he'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Trailing by 1.
And looking inside.
And outside.
That's causing a lot of confusion for Barton. That was a great play. They were looking inside for Crawford. He didn't get it. And Augusta threw it for the open look at the three-point line.
Tyree Myers, who was 6 of 11 when these two teams met back in early November, knocking down his first field goal. He was 0 for 2 from distance in that first one. But this time, things worked out for him.
Yeah, that was a nice cut. Lucas White looked inside and then threw it back out to Myers for an open 3. Burdak with the swooping hook. That's more of an old school move right there.
You got a 7-footer, you got to improvise.
Oh, yeah. Crawford's been blocking a lot of shots, and if he doesn't block it, he's been altering shots.
Montero calmly buries the 15-footer.
That's the guy that they say live in the gym. Knows how to play the game of basketball. Barton's doing the same thing. They're going, oh. That was Buck Loman. He mishandled the basketball. He had him. He caught the ball where he wanted it on the block. Here's Montero showing nice poise and patience. He's overlooking the floor. Hands down, man down. Great pass.
Penetration by Lucas White.
Yep.
Foul committed.
I love the way Lucas White catches the ball. He's patient and he just goes. I mean, it's just free flowing. It's good to see, especially as a coach, you see a guy and he's not making mistakes. You know, he's not out of control. He's not just leaving his feet and jumping. He gets in there, he's under control, he finishes, and he plays extremely hard. Yeah, this lineup in for Augusta, they've been playing really well. As you see, they have a 5-point lead now. I think this has been their most consistent lineup when you talk about the defensive end and the offensive end.
12 for 16 on the year coming into this one. Lucas White, as he goes back again, 75% free throw shooter. Knocks it down. He's got 8 in the second half, 15 in the ball game. He's got game-high honors for Augusta.
We went to a zone. Matchup zone here. Barton runs a nice play. They stack it down low on the block. They bring a guy through, cutting to the corner. And then Reddish was able to step in and finish in the paint area.
Offensive foul.
Barton was able to pick up that charge. He's been playing really aggressive on the basketball. He was able to pick up that charge on that play. Here's that play. They stack it down low, then they run a guy to the corner. And Reddish right there. And it's hard to guard that because Montero doesn't know if he has to go to the corner or is he going to step up with Reddish. So it puts that person that's, in the 2-3 zone at a disadvantage because you don't know who to pick up. With that charge, you have a 4-point game. Barton with the basketball.
Augusta extended their lead to 6. Largest lead has been 7.
Yeah, Myers just has to show a little bit more patience. If he comes off that screen, he beats him to the spot. No worries, back it out, dribble it out, and then get back in the offense.
By the same token, I guess that's good scout work as well by Barton recognizing the play and
yes,
knowing where the guard was going to try to set it up.
Exactly. They ran it a few possessions before, so now they know to play like you said. Now they beat him to the spot and was able to pick up the charge. Barton was able to pick up that charge.
Outside 3, no good. Loose ball rebound over the back and a call against Barton.
Yeah, Reddish had an easy offensive rebound. I think Crawford was down there. He didn't really see him, and then Reddish was able to sneak behind him and get that offensive rebound.
We got an official timeout. Again, want to remind everybody that we've got 4 more games coming your way on SUVtv from this venue. College game gets things started with the Augusta University Jaguars in search of their 4th victory. As they'll return to the floor, Augusta University basketball will resume action this coming Thursday at 11 a.m. against Emmanuel College. Special 11 o'clock time frame allows seniors and some students to get away, those that have aspirations to get involved. Of course, the holiday break, a lot of folks still out for the holidays as well, so great opportunity for you to come in and watch AU basketball.
Now, what's better than eating lovely Thanksgiving dinner, then follow it up with a day full of basketball? I don't know what's better. I don't know what else you can ask for.
No, not at all. Not at all. As folks, yeah, we still got a little bit of turkey left. A lot of ham.
Oh, yeah.
Folks have been digging in every chance they get. And I think they're happy that we're doing all these games because that means more food for them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's some exciting players in the area as well. You know, just in the state of Georgia, you have a lot of highly talented high school players. And, you know, if they're in your area, I definitely would say come out and support them and enjoy it, because you never know when you'll see these guys on television.
That's right. All day long, we've got 4 more games coming to you on SUVtv from this venue, part of the 100 Black Men 26th Annual Thanksgiving Classic. Augusta has the basketball following the timeout. Crawford got in deep. Tried to get it out to Moss. The pass was deflected, and there was a whistle inside.
Yeah,
Registered against number 1, Jason Robinson.
Yeah, when Crawford catches it in the paint that deep, again, it's, I mean, the defense is at his mercy. There's not much you can do. I mean, you can put 2 guys down there. Crawford's a big guy, and he keeps the ball high. He's skilled, and it's just a tough assignment for anyone to guard him down there. And as he goes throughout this season, he'll understand. He'll know his strengths. When I catch the ball in the paint, I should be able to score this basketball. He misses the second free throw.
1 for 6 in today's game. His first free throws of the year.
Augusta showing zone this possession.
3-2. Crawford trying to race to the corner.
That was a good contest by Crawford. Cracknell with the rebound, pushing it in transition.
Moss. Finds Crawford outside. Lucas White to Moss. Steps in for 1. Side rim, goes after his own. Off the glass, he scores.
They're just playing tougher basketball right now than Barton. And like I said, in the second half, they've been going to the offensive rebound. They've been playing with a lot more intensity.
There's another rejection by Crawford.
Crawford's really playing well. A dribble drive by Moss. He jumped off, he came to a 2-feet jump stop. He got his own rebound. Barton has to do a better job of boxing out. Even though no one was guarding the shooter, you have to find it. When that ball goes up, you have to find someone. And Augusta's been hurting him on the offensive rebounds.
3-point attempt by Buck Loman, no good.
Let's see if Augusta can come down and execute. This is a big possession here.
Augusta with a chance to go up by 10 on this possession. They get it down low to Crawford. Kicks it out on the wing. Extra pass for 3. Side rim, no good.
That was nice ball movement. They need to continue to do what they're doing. They're getting open shots.
There's another rejection by Crawford.
Yeah, it's been tough on the inside for Barton. Crawford's been a huge presence on the inside on the defensive end, blocking shots. The drive by Lucas White. He's attacking the basket. They tried to come out with Crawford in a high ball screen. Here's Reddish. Spin move. He got it on the inside to Campbell, but it's going to be a tough finish over Crawford every time.
Thought about the lob to Crawford. Instead, they'll reset, bring it to the top to Moss. Evades the defense. He's got Buck Loman on him. Kicks it out to Arnold for a deep 3, and it's good.
Yeah, Arnold shot that one from half court. That's showing confidence.
All of Arnold's points have been scored from the perimeter. And here in the second half as well. He's got 7. And we'll get a chance to take a look. Timeout on the floor.
Lucas White on that steal, playing with a lot more intensity on the defensive end. Here Moss is handling the ball. He recognizes he has a big on him. He kicks it back out, and Arnold shoots it from half court. That was deep.
Here it is again.
Yeah, Moss recognizes there's a big guy, Buck Loman, guarding him. I thought he might have taken that shot. He showed some patience, threw it out to Arnold. His shot clock was running down, and he knocked down the three-point shot.
Barton trying to get on the board, get inside. You know what Tyshawn Crawford's going to do.
Tyshawn with another block. He's going
out of Griffin, Georgia. Just a sophomore, Rick. So the future certainly bright for Augusta as they get ready for league play.
Yeah, definitely. They have a really good team. And the most important thing that Coach said, I spoke to him a little bit yesterday, they have depth. So, anytime you have some depth, you're competing in practice every day, and the game should become easier. You're making each other as teammates better. So I think they'll figure it out. If Crawford continues to get better, they're going to be tough to deal with.
Let's talk a little bit about accountability. When you have these different units and you've got that much depth, it's important that you have, I'm sure, leadership, but also everybody becomes accountable for one another.
Oh, yes, and I'd say, playing on some championship teams, you can't substitute the practice time that you have with one another and competing every day in practice, because you're making each other better, but you're holding each other accountable. And I think that's what's going to lead for the success of Augusta's team this year.
Augusta with a 10-point advantage, their largest lead, as we reach the 5-minute mark. And Arnold looking to shake and bake. Myers, foul line jump shot. He got rocked.
Myers, what a great job. He sold the shot fake, was able to get his guy up in the air, and then he went and pulled up in the lane, 1-2, and it was nothing the defender could do but foul. There was nothing he can do but foul. He was late, and that's why I said earlier in the show, you have to, on the defensive end, you get beat, you just a late contest, don't get a cheap foul. If the guy knocks that's a tough shot. If he knocks it down, you have to live with it.
Myers 3 for 3 at the line, 6 points. All of those here in the second half. The second.
Well, this is the time now for Barton. They have to make a run here.
Myers, who was a 5 of 14 shooter from the free throw line, burying all 4 of those will help his free throw shooting percentage. And Augusta with a 12-point lead on the defensive side with a big stop.
Yeah, they're playing much better on the defensive end this half, without a doubt.
Down low to Montero with a jump ball.
There's that guy again who stays in the gym. And again, I keep saying he just knows how to play. Patience, he catches the ball, looks over the defense.
And I think Barton is saying, "Mama, there goes that man."
Oh, yeah. Most guys who catch it right there probably would have tried to go straight up, draw a foul. He knew how to get to the shot that he wanted, and I'm sure he practices that every day.
15 now in the contest for, make that 18 now in the contest for Montero.
Yeah, he's really an experienced player. And knows, he does. I think they were searching for the ball.
Chad Cook actually was able to extract it.
Way to go, Chad.
Give him an assist.
Oh, yeah. Now, note this. Now, Chad didn't have many assists in his day.
That's true. That was his first of his career, huh?
Oh, yeah. Maybe not the first, but it wasn't many.
We did because we cared, Chad.
Oh, nice feed.
And another great block by Crawford.
And every time Barton gets in the paint, Crawford is there, it seems like.
This defensive effort by Augusta.
That was a nice screen and roll, nice pocket pass, and Crawford came out of nowhere. I think he even went through his own teammate in Arnold.
Last line of defense is a 7-footer. You're in good shape.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think you can see on the weak side, Arnold's trying to get down, and he kind of threw Arnold out of the way to get to that block.
David Campbell at the line where he's 3 for 3.
Campbell knocks that one down. Here we go. Barton's applying pressure now. Augusta has to do a good job of just staying patient, not forcing anything on the offensive end.
Campbell has 8. 4 in the second half. Ball is the charity strike. 12-point game as we near the 4-minute mark.
Great dribble penetration. Good block. There he is again. Mama, there goes that man.
Again. 10 in the second half, 20 in the ball game for Rafael Montero, whose season high was 24 in the opener. That was an 88-82 loss for Augusta Mount Olive.
That was a great job by Myers to be patient, pulled it back out, and then decided to drive, and Montero was there with the second chance.
I got to correct myself, 8 for 8 free throw shooting in the game against Catawba here, the last home game prior to this one. Montero registered 26 points, along with 8 rebounds and 3 assists. But in that tournament that was played at Barton, he had 18 in the second game and 24 in 2 games, as Rafael Montero is a scoring machine.
Oh yeah, he's showing patience. You see when he catches the ball, the defender can't speed him up. He knows what shot he wants to take. Here in transition, Arnold's pushing the basketball. You can see Montero calling for it early. He got it a little late. Most guys would have caught it and went right up. He caught it, put it down one time, went to his move. I'm sure that he works on all the time. Nice little jump hook. And he was able to finish, get it to go down.
SUVtv with the constant coverage of Augusta University basketball. The Jaguars leading this one by 14 thanks to Rafael Montero.
Montero there on the step through. He showed it. The defender act like he was going to come to trap. He kept his dribble alive and was able to step through and finish. Campbell did a good job in transition of pushing. Caught Crawford in an awkward position on the defensive end, running back in transition, and was able to draw the foul. We have 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the second half. Barton's going to apply pressure. They're down 12. Myers did a great job of coming back to the basketball. I just spoke about it. You can't be sped up. That's what Barton's trying to do, is speed them up on the offensive end to try to create some turnovers. And they were fortunate enough there that they were able to create a turnover. Myers a little shaken up on that play earlier. I think he got kicked in the knee.
Bowman, to Boykin, a 3 ball, and it's good. Burdick.
Burdick's showing a little bit of everything.
It's his first made 3. Got 11 in the second half, 13 in the contest. And the lead is down to 9.
See if Augusta goes inside to either Crawford or Montero.
White lost the dribble.
Nice pass.
Cracknell for 3.
Cracknell. It's a big 3.
It's his second made 3. 11 now for him in the ball game. Right back the other way.
Burdick. Again.
Take that.
And he stepped up in the second half.
He's got 16.
Burdick with no conscience. Catch, ball fake, let it go. I guess he figured we're down. I'll help get us back in the game.
He also stretches the floor with the big in and out of that painted area, blocking all those shots.
Oh yeah. That'll draw Crawford out, or either coach will have to make a substitution and get someone out to play him.
Cracknell at the line for Augusta. Second time tonight. Made 1 of 2 the first go round. The regulars, he's had the most difficult time at the foul line, shooting 24% on the year.
And you know that's all mental because he has a great stroke. Very good looking shot. There's no way he should be shooting that percentage. There's Boykin on the drive. Augusta has to do a better job of keeping the guy in front. That was Lucas White was guarding him. And I think there was some confusion. He thought there was going to be some help there from Cracknell, but Cracknell had to follow his guy because it was a back cut on the play.
Boykin, the second leading scorer, has been held in check in this game. 5 points in the first half. That's his first field goal in the second half, averaging 17 a contest, and he only has 7 now. But with that, the lead again is 9.
Yeah, 9 points with 2:37 left in the second half, and you know there's chipping away. Barton's chipping away, but Augusta has to do a better job of taking care of the basketball down the stretch. If they take care of the basketball and make free throws, they can put this game away, I think. Yeah, I know Barton is going to come out after this free throw and apply some pressure, so Augusta better be ready. You know, when they inbound the ball, there's going to be some type of trap immediately after that first inbound pass. Boykin made the free throw. It's been a sub in the game for Augusta. Myers checks back in. I think they're trying to put a unit in that can really take care of the basketball at this point. Yeah, they have Myers and Lucas White, Arnold, Cracknell, and Montero in. Now, all these guys are great ball handlers, so they should be able to take care of the basketball. Right now, they just have to make free throws down the stretch.
Lucas White knocks down the first. 5 made free throws in the second half to go along with 2 in the first.
Burdak checked back in for Barton. Missed free throw.
Broadcaster's curse got him.
Oh, yeah. Thought Burdak was going to let another one go. Great step through move by Buck Lohman.
So Buck Lohman cuts the lead to 8. We're near the 2-minute mark. Long pass to Montero. 2 steps and a layup.
That's a big guy who can run. Run and catch. Nice defense. Oh, nice.
With the wraparound.
He's going in the bag.
And throws it up to the top of the backboard. So it's falling out of bounds.
I know. You know, when you get that steal, sometimes your eyes get big. Here's a great pass by Lucas White to Montero. Montero was able to get out and run. Finishes with the left.
Penetration all the way to the well.
Montero steps in and takes the charge. Great job of him stepping in and take the charge. I know Reddish is trying to attack the basket, but he has to come to a jump stop. Barton showing pressure. Man-to-man press, and I'm sure on this inbound it's going to be a quick trap. See if they can get a quick steal. Great play.
Right down to 90 seconds left to go in this one.
Yeah, right now Barton has a run and jump.
seconds on the shot clock. Arnold, side of the rim on the 3 ball, kept it alive.
Oh, great offensive rebound. White kept it alive, and Arnold was able to grab it.
Myers works by his man. They'll reach in and commit the foul.
Arnold with the 3. He was a little short. He was falling back. White was able to get that tip and tip it back to Arnold.
Just enough on the basketball.
Myers steps up and makes a big free throw.
5 for 5 for Myers.
See if he knocks his second one down.
So Augusta, you saw their 16-point lead, dropped down to 6. Got it back up to 12, Rick.
Augusta's applying a little pressure here. Take some time off the clock. Great
ball,
great job.
Lucas White with the strip.
Barton's going to have to foul here.
Miguel Arnold, cross-court pass, gets in the hands of Lucas White. He'll wait for him to come out and get him.
Good job by Arnold going to the middle of the floor.
Nice look, lefty layup, Montero.
Montero, great job of stepping into that layup.
24 for Montero. Final minute of this one.
Lucas White steps up and takes another charge. It's a great job of Arnold coming back to the middle of the floor. I think Burdak tried to commit a foul there. The ref didn't call it. So Arnold was able to get the ball to Montero for that layup. Great job by White, showing some poise and patience. Arnold, they tried to foul him here. They didn't call it. Montero on that left-hand finish.
Fundamentally sound.
Big kids, ambidextrous. And as a coach, you love guys that play as hard as he does and spend as much time as he does in the gym.
Home run pass to Lucas White.
Lucas White on the run out. Easy layup.
Talking about football when we did our game yesterday. That was the old fly pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Strip.
Great hands. Good defense by Augusta.
Montero forced that turnover. Those strong arms got it back. Cracknell in the front court.
All these guys can handle the ball that's on the floor for Augusta, so it's going to make it hard for Barton. As I say that, they turn it over.
Yeah, shot clock was off.
Yeah.
All they had to do was run out the clock, but a turnover by the sophomore.
Yeah, it was just a mishap. Myers careless with the basketball, but that was a great pass. White on the finish. That was a great catch. Able to finish that in the open court.
Jason Robinson, while we were in the replay, scored the field goal to make it 86-72. And the Jaguars will sew up another victory as they improve now to 4-2 on the season. All in non-conference play, and they've got another non-conference opponent coming into Christenberry Fieldhouse this coming Thursday. So they'll have 4 days of rest, and then back in action at 11 a.m. So a good game to be played today at noon. Gives them kind of how you prepare to play an 11 o'clock game come Thursday.
Yeah, they did an excellent job here in this game. I think Montero, of course, played an excellent game. I think Arnold kind of found himself. He grew his game. You know, at first he was catching the ball outside of the paint, and I think as the game went on, he realized, you know, if I catch the ball in the paint, I can be much more effective. He was able to get some easy dunks, some layups. And then on the defensive end, he totally changed the game. You know, his presence inside totally changed the game. He had several blocks, and if he didn't block it, he was altering shots. And I think his growth in this game, it really showed. And if he continues to do that, they're going to have an excellent season if he can stay out of foul trouble. And then Lucas White coming off the bench as well. He played really well, played aggressive, and it was awesome.
Even though Barton played aggressively in that first half, we saw it 34-30, their scoring. Augusta contributed with 52 big points in the second half compared to 42 for Barton, and the score 86-72 is your final. Our own Chad Cook has a special guest down on the floor. Looks like we may have some technical difficulties. We'll get a chance to tell you that Raphael Montero.
5 straight possessions in the second half. You got 3 steals and took 2 charges. Talk about what you bring to the game defensively with your energy.
Defensively, it's the game of it's point of the game. And then like from coming to school, I just had to play endless defense in order to get on the court. So like if the first team scores 6 points, and the second team come in, it got to come in with a better intensity. And then for the most part, I just think like my teammates were helping me in the predicament I was. Everybody flying around with me, so we was good on that.
Yeah, basically you earn your minutes through the defense now, especially with this substitution pattern.
Yeah.
You talk about, let's go back one game to Benedict.
Right.
Missed a couple wide open layups. I saw you crack a smile. I know you're thinking like, what's going on here? But man, from that moment on, you played lights out basketball.
Yeah.
How'd you recover from that to make such a big impact?
Coach always told me to be aggressive. So when I come on the court, I just come to be aggressive, play defense. When I get wide open layups, I make them. But not in Benedict, I missed 2 of them. But in this game, I had to finish all my layups and then just run the offense and put the backup point guard for Tyree. So that's my main key right now. Just play defense and then just bring extra intensity on defense.
With the way we're substituting now, and you being with what we might call the second unit, you actually have a much bigger role on offense as well. Are you enjoying having a little pressure on you to create and put the ball in the basket a little bit?
Yeah, basically at high school, I was basically creating for everybody else, but when I come here, I got to play defense, and now we got like more options like Tyshawn, put it up a little bit higher so he can dunk the ball, Raphael give it in the post. So it's more options now. So like whenever I get free layups, I just knock it down, and then if I get free shots open up, if I got to give it to the bigs, I can give it to the bigs, but everything else is good.
You mentioned Tyshawn, 7-footer, sophomore newcomer. He's really been playing well lately.
Right. Yeah.
Basically blocking shots, stuff like that.
Yeah, you saw it today. So he basically jumping now. Most of the time he wasn't really jumping. Now he's been more aggressive, more confident to his left hook, and then playing defense. So that's basically what we need right so far for this year.
Yeah. Great job, excellent work. I think that's 2 in a row for you.
Yeah.
Good luck next week. We'll be here cheering you on.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Chad. Appreciate that. And we definitely appreciate that insight as well as we'll run down the scoring with Rick. Raphael Montero, the leading scorer for Augusta. He had 22 points and 9 rebounds. Darren Lucas White, the young man you just saw, 18 points along with 2 rebounds and 4 assists in the contest. 8 of 9 shooting from the free throw line, 5 of 7 from the field. Joining them in double figures was Troy Cracknell with 14 points. He had 7 boards. Tyree Myers with 9, Miguel Arnold with 7, Tyshawn Crawford with 5, Sean Moss with 5. Lee Flanor got the start. He had 4 points. Jack Johnson had 2 to pace Augusta. For Barton, they were led by Isaiah Reddish with 18, Blake Burdak with 16, Isaiah Buck-Loman with 14, David Campbell off the bench with 10, Michael Boykin had 8, Emery Worley had 5, and Jason Robinson with 2 for Barton. For Barton, their season is now 3-5. Augusta improves to 4-2 on the year. And your overall thoughts of the game today?
Well, I thought Barton did a good job, coming out in the first half and competing. I think when they applied pressure, they really, kind of changed the landscape of the game for themselves. But in the second half, it was just too much of Crawford on the inside, with his defensive presence. And, they couldn't really, get any easy layups in the paint. And he just really caused trouble. And then on the offensive end, Augusta really looked for him on the inside. So when he caught the ball in the paint, he was able to, go up with 2 hands, either dunk it, layups. He's a big body. I mean, he's going to cause a lot of trouble throughout the season. And I think if they continue to play inside out, they're going to be a really good team this year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, they'll be playing against Emmanuel on Thursday. We'll have that game for you. Rick, it's been a pleasure working with you these last couple of days, man. Great to have you back in the area as well, and looking forward again. As I reiterated yesterday, we'll be keeping you in prayer with your insurance business and all your ventures as far as coaching our youth and helping them get to the next level.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it, and every time I'm able to get back home, it's a blessing.
Get back to that turkey, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's Ricky Moore, former star at Westside and UConn. Of course, professional basketball player as well. And anytime you can do business with him, please make sure you take good care of him as he's taking care of us with great highlights throughout his career. Your final score, once again, Augusta 86, Barton 73. So for Chad Cook and Ricky Moore, I'm the Mac Daddy Charles McNeil, all of us associated with SUVtv. Hope you have a great afternoon. If you're coming toward Augusta, make sure you come by the Christenberry Fieldhouse as the 26th annual Black Men of Augusta, the 100 Black Men of Augusta event is happening right here. It's the Thanksgiving Classic. We've got 4 high school games. Next up on our docket on SUVtv will be the matchup of Georgia Military and Richmond at 2:30. Following that contest, it's Josie taking on Greenbrier. At 6:45, it will be Evans versus Lucy Craft Laney, and the nightcap should be a good one. North Augusta and Glen Hill set to tip off at 8:15. Tickets are just $12 rather. That'll get you in the door. Great eats and treats inside the building as well. And for all of us associated with SUVtv, we want to wish you a great afternoon. Take care and good afternoon, everyone.